Hi there, how are you? Thanks for dropping by. If you're watching this video, you're probably like most of my clients, and that is you're wondering, well, how can I be more persuasive? How can I increase my upsell, cross-sell, rebook, retention, retail sales, the magic 5 that we all need to work on? Well, for me, there's 3 styles that I see, and these are the main communication styles I see in our industry and in the aesthetic industry today. Number 1 is the teller. And the teller's a very enthusiastic person, lots of energy, lots of information, and really is a person who communicates a lot through telling. They tell the client a lot of information, most times far too much information. A trail of a teller is the sort of person who maybe finds themselves talking so much that they can't stop talking. Who's been in that situation? I think we all have at some point. The key for a teller is to grasp a very simple concept. And the concept is this, that telling ain't selling. See, not everybody needs to know everything to buy. Most people need to know about 4. We try to tell them about 20. Your job as a teller is to actually work out of that 20, which 4 they need to know to buy. How to do that, I'll share with you just in a brief moment. The second style I see is what I call sellers. Now, sellers are, very educated. They're really skilled in their knowledge, just like a teller is. They're very, very up to date with what's going on from a product knowledge or from an effect on the skin or whatever else it is going to be involved in the treatment that they're doing. However, sellers have learned something. Sellers have learned that there's a beginning, there's a middle, and there's an end to most persuasive conversations that happen within clinic or within the salon or spa. However, they face a challenge, and that is that while they guide the client along this path, they quite often, experience what we call the deathly silence. And that is that they're at the end of their conversation, persuasive conversation, let's call it, and they hear this terrible noise. Yep, that's right, no noise, deadly silence, crickets as we call it. And the reason why that happens is that most sellers try to close with statements. They try to bring the conversation to an end with statements. And it may go a little bit like this. Clients coming in for maybe leg hair removal, for example. And, we're talking to the client in our consultation and we're suggesting it could take as many as 8 to 10 treatments to remove that very dark, thick hair. And then we say to the client, well, we have a special on at the moment where if you buy those 10 treatments, you only pay for 8. Yep, that's right. What we hear deadly silence. Now that pause I had there was no more than a split second. Well, for some people, it can take them up to 11 seconds to make a decision. So we've got to actually rephrase the way we bring that conversation to a close. And what we need to do is we need to add a tiny question, because that's what the close is. The close is a question. And it simply goes like this. How does that sound? Would you like to do that? Would you like me to book you in for that? Now, if all you do, sellers, is add that little tiny question at the end, A, the silence will disappear because your instruction to the client is very clear what response you're looking for. And more importantly, you'll actually get a higher rate of acceptance of your suggestions. The third group, and this I must admit is where I see the business moving to, and that is persuaders. That's the third group, persuaders. And these are people that are curious. These are people that are genuinely curious about their client. And these are people, more importantly, that have learned the skill of asking really good questions, open-ended questions in particular. And we have a group of them, and we call those power questions, because power questions gets clients to open up. Power questions get the clients talking. Power questions actually overcomes all of the objections before they even become so. Why? Because it gets the client involved. It gets the client talking. And by a simple guiding the client to where we want to go using questions, the client actually buys. She's no longer felt that she's been sold, and she no longer feels that she's been talked into it. She has buy. That's right, she buys. So if you'd like to learn more about that, we've just launched a new program called Spendsuasion. Play on words, but it's a very simple technique that helps clients buy more. So if you'd like to get more involved with us and a team, have a look around our website or jump onto the next webinar where I'll be discussing much deeper and finer techniques and a lot of examples of the exact words to use. I look forward to seeing you then, and have a great day.